Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Greetings, Kibblings! Welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack Podcast, episode 412, FireRed and LeafGreen. I love that mug, Delvin. That is the best mug ever. It's SpongeBob.
Couldn't give a fuck about your car, but that mug got her going. Delvin.
Yes,
This is
I like that.
Maybe I should just get a SpongeBob car now.
Just paint the.
That would actually be really awesome.
New wrap for the Mustang.
Love it.
Yeah.
Delvin, we missed you last week. You were partying. Glad to see you're alive.
Well, yeah.
He lost his Switch.
Yeah.
What?
He left it in a Uber.
Oh no!
That's not the important thing. Someone lost their gum. That was clearly more important.
Yeah,
than
his
my
girlfriend
Switch.
yelled about her gum.
Oh, that motherfucking gum. What about my gum?
Did you like try to? Did they say like, "Oh no, we don't have it"?
You're not giving that
Switch
back.
too.
And you did deregister it, right? So they can't use your stuff.
I did that. Immediately bought another Switch too. Fuck that. I'm not being without my Switch. Absolutely not.
Facts.
No.
Were there like a lot of games with it? Like, was it in like a whole case and stuff with games?
It was in a case, but it was no games in there except Final Fantasy VII.
Just
Okay.
the Switch, Final Fantasy VII, and Bubblicious.
Yep.
And she was like, "But my gum, though."
Yeah. My fucking gum.
That's really funny. Sorry.
My fucking gum. Yeah.
Okay.
Out of a $400 console, she's like my gum.
I'm sorry about your Switch. That's a bad feeling.
I was furious.
Yeah.
That would have really
I know, me too.
So furious I went and bought a car, Rebecca. Like, I gotta win somewhere this week.
Yeah, retail therapy.
Like, yeah, I got.
So you made a lot of big purchases this week.
Yeah, like I had to get a win. Like, this sucks. I was mad, so I went and bought a car. Car's awesome.
Very happy for you. That's good. A lot of money spent. But good stuff.
Who cares? Just
worthwhile.
Money. Yeah, worthwhile. What's the worst that can happen? Go bankrupt. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, what kind of gum though?
Yeah, that is a good point.
Big Red.
I don't know. I think it was extra.
Trident Extra. Oh, good.
Which is trash.
Yeah. Oh, that's even worse.
Extra gum. Now, who the fuck eats that?
Double breakup offense.
Yeah.
Is this State Girl too?
Yeah.
Delvin, that's 3 strikes, dude.
Look here, bro.
3.
What's wrong with extra?
I can't say what I want to say on this podcast.
I think it's less about the brand of the gum and more about the flavor.
It's about the brand too.
I don't like
not with extra.
I don't like spearmint. I like
Extra's
winter fresh
known for their lack of flavor. The lack
that's like talking to somebody who drinks Dasani.
Oh, I don't like sugar in my gum.
Drinking this salt flavored water. You would just go drink out the fucking ocean.
Sugar-free gum? Anybody?
No.
I
don't want my teeth to rot.
I don't chew gum very much.
Sugar-free gum defeats the purpose of gum. So no.
That's a proper take. I'll allow it. I'll hear that.
I disagree respectfully.
I think an artificial sweetener can provide the same thing, but I think that you have a platform to campaign on. Delvin, stand on that.
How many cavities have you had?
None.
Really?
Wow.
And if I did, who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. My teeth gonna fall out anyway.
Your teeth are so important.
Rebecca, I'm at that age where they fall out now. Who cares?
She never heard that a dentist story that I had. I'm not going to tell it, but oof. That's
Rebecca,
all
I've never had a cavity.
I'm not a young man anymore. Eventually, I'm going to have to buy new teeth. I've already come to terms for that.
Okay.
I already need new eyes. I'm going to eventually new teeth.
Clear eyes, full hearts.
Yeah,
can't lose.
That's all. It happens to all of us, Rebecca.
My recording volume dropped as soon as we started. I've re-raised it back up. Hopefully that is enough for Indio.
Probably not.
Probably.
I think it sounds good.
We'll see.
Yes, sugar-free gum's terrible.
I don't think it's terrible. I've had sugar-free gum.
It defeats the purpose because you're
I
buying
like the gum that has
flavor and the sugar.
I like
but with the sugar gum, the sugar gum they lasts only for about 30 seconds and then it's gone, and then you want to just spit it out. But with like sugar-free gum, it lasts a lot longer.
It's like ask for like cocaine-free cocaine.
What was that? What was that zebra gum that we grew up on?
Oh, that was
that shit only lasted for like 3 seconds, but it was a great.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You eat like the whole pack at once because the flavor would go so fast.
Sometimes all you need is 3 seconds.
He's on fire today, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at the name of this gum.
You don't even know the pregame we just had.
Fruit Stripe.
Just Fruit Stripe. There it is.
Really? That's what it was called?
Yeah.
I remember what it looks like, but I don't remember it being called
like
that.
It didn't even like bend like gum. Like if you tried to bend it, it would just snap.
Yeah.
It did.
It had like a cracker type like texture to it.
Yeah, it did.
But it was great for all of 3 seconds.
Jules, you are smoking crack. That is absolutely.
No, I agree with Jules.
Look here, Rebecca. It's okay to be wrong about some things. I know you're hot and stuff, but sometimes hot women are wrong. Let's bring you back to reality a little bit, honey.
All right, so you got a new Switch 2.
Yeah, got a new Switch 2. Went to a Pokemon event this week, surprisingly speaking.
You did? What was it?
Yeah, it's called what is it called? It's not Comic-Con. Who gives a damn? It's basically a big convention they have down here where you can go buy Pokemon cards and stuff.
Okay.
My daughter's like a huge Pokemon card fan. So I spent most of my Saturday following her around, opening up my wallet, and letting her buy whatever the hell she wants. And she had a great time.
PokeCon Fest?
Yes.
There it is. The DoubleTree at the Hilton Hotel Miami and Airport
No, that's not it.
Center.
It was in Fort Lauderdale.
PokeCon Fest.
Maybe it's
I can tell you how you can find it because Soldier Boy was there performing.
PokeCon Fest coming to Miami this Saturday. So it had to be there.
Soldier Boy.
Yes, he was there.
Was he trying to advertise his Soldier Boy gaming console?
I'm glad you mentioned that, Rebecca, because it's like
Delvin's I bought one.
No, I didn't buy one of those. I did buy a Super Famicom. Like $70, which was cool.
Okay.
But he was there on stage, and he was starting to riff, and it's like somebody told him, "Hey, stop! Don't do what you're gonna say." He started doing his songs, and then he stopped and getting ready to go on a tangent, saying, "You know, I started all this stuff. I invented all these things." And it's like you heard somebody back like,
"What?"
Yeah, he just said, "I invented all this shit."
He seems to me like somebody who is not very mentally stable.
Yeah, he was going to start getting his rant about all these things that he invented and started, and then he stopped, and then he performed that Rick and Morty song, which made my son very happy.
My God,
that's very sad.
Yeah,
he definitely had a moment in 2007.
Was it that long ago? I was gonna say 2000.
It was. It was that long ago.
Wow.
I appreciate that. I've never seen a crowd of white people so off rhythm to the song "Crank That." In my life, it was just a row of uncoordinated white people.
It's the only one we know.
Laughed away. This is what's going on? I need to find this beat. What's going on here?
Wow.
He did a good job, though. He did a good job. People was having fun. They were the crowd. It wasn't that many people there
until the tirade.
Yeah. Then they all when he started, nobody cared, but then slowly people started going over there when he started doing Stones. I think it started. People got crowded when he did that Rick and Morty song. He had
because
song
people probably don't know most of his songs or
exactly
would even recognize his face. I don't think I would recognize Soldier Boy in 2026. I don't think I would.
What are we talking about? That
was crowded around him.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm picturing a concert or a really sad scene.
No. It's kind of sad. It was
30 people around the stage.
Did you pay money to get in to see him specifically? Or he was just also there?
He was also there. I went there. You could buy a meet and greet with him for $200, but I wasn't doing that shit.
So most of the people there probably wouldn't have recognized him if they hadn't known.
He's over there
were-
just doing the Soldier Boy like in front of 13 people at a
Let's see what he
Pokemon
looks like.
conference.
It was about 100 some people.
2026.
It's about 100 people.
It's got
It's the drip tour. The drip tour.
the drip tour at the PokeCon.
It probably was cheaper to go see him there than it would be to actually go to one of his concerts. So that's cool.
Sure, but was it daylight too? Like in the middle of the day?
I don't
It's like
think I
2
would
o'clock in the
this was
day.
like 2:30.
We're doing Soldier Boy like at the PokeCon. Come get your Charizard.
That's funny. That is
Hit
so
the
funny.
like it said
that
it's
he
got,
would
like,
pick that venue.
Yeah, it's got like wrestler signing tour energy.
Kinda.
Yeah, that's not good.
I will put it this way: Steve Bloom had a bigger line than Soldier Boy.
Who is that?
Exactly.
Exactly.
He's a famous voice actor. He's voiced a whole bunch of things. I think
See the voice
he
of
voiced-
Blastoise?
I think so.
He was the headline on the flyer that I saw.
Yeah, he
Well,
voiced
I feel
the main character from Spike, Cowboy Bebop, and he's in Legend of
I
Korra.
feel like that's more the audience of a Pokemon convention.
Of course.
That's the crazy thing is that they just have Soldier Boy on the side
Exactly.
doing these dances.
It
Listen,
makes no sense.
I have a similar anecdote. Years and years, 10 years ago, I went to a conference ran by the vendor that makes the software that I use. For some odd reason, we were having dinner after the conference, and they thought that venue would be a great place to have skateboarders skating. We were sitting there, a bunch of software administrators and salesmen eating dinner as Tony Hawk and shit on this little mini half pipe was skating off to the side.
Okay, but counterpoint, Tony Hawk.
But it wasn't.
Was it actually him?
No,
Oh.
no. It was somebody you've
His
never heard.
cousin,
Like somebody's
Leroy Hawk.
kid. Yeah, it was like the vice principal's kid or something. He's like sitting up there
Hello,
doing little tricks while we're trying to eat. I was like, this is bizarre. That's exactly just Soldier Boy at the Pokemon Con.
Yeah.
Did he at least do the Pokemon song?
No.
God.
He threw out Pokemon cards.
Like we're just raining Pokemon cards down
Yeah,
like strippers,
after
like
you-
just like making it rain.
After he sung Crank that, he threw out Pokemon cards. Like, hey, I got Pokemon cards for y'all.
So
Throwing them out.
Blastoise rain dance and just threw
I feel like he
cards.
really wants to be relevant in like the gaming sphere, like in
does.
the gaming community.
That's
does.
definitely not going to happen.
He
Not
threw out
with all of
Pokemon
his
cards.
Scam gimmicks and stuff.
And I asked my daughter, I said, you want to go over and get those cards? She's like, nah.
He's a jerk. Yeah, she's like, I got those.
I couldn't have been more proud of her. Like,
How old's your
this girl.
daughter?
She's 18 now.
Hmm.
She probably doesn't even like know who he is.
Oh, she does. From the Rick and
Oh,
Morty.
really?
She's Delvin's kid.
Oh,
100%.
I know, but like I didn't know that he was relevant since Crank That.
That's not. She's Delvin's kid.
Yeah. I'm like a hip hop historian.
Mm-hmm.
Like a legit hip hop historian, Rebecca. I know a lot about hip hop.
Okay.
These kids better know hip hop. If nothing else, reading, writing, who gives a fuck about any of that shit? You better know who Nas is.
It's fair.
Jason Page was also there. People
Who?
were really excited about that. So you don't even know who he is. I didn't know who he was either, but it was like posters of him everywhere. Apparently he's the guy who sings the Pokemon theme song.
Okay.
Cool.
And they were he was letting people know he is the guy who sings the Pokemon theme songs.
Some
he had,
people
like-
don't need conventions, man. Like
I agree. But I was like, he had like 3 booths. Like, why does he have 3 booths?
I could see a lot
Yeah,
of
that seems
Pokemon
like a lot.
fans go hard,
They do.
They-
like real hard.
He was not getting no motion like that to have 3 booths.
Mm.
There was some people there though. It was a fun event. Goddamn right.
I'm
man.
glad you had fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
When I go to stuff like that, I just like to spend money on merch. I spend a lot of money at conventions.
that's
Like that's
what
all
we
I
do.
care about. I don't care about the concerts. I don't care about the panels. I don't care about
Yeah.
anything but
You-
buying cool things.
You ever watched the Jetsons, Rebecca?
I mean, I know about it.
She
In
said
the
no.
intro, there's a scene
No.
where the husband's getting ready to give his wife Jane money, and she just takes the wallet. That's essentially what happened with me and my daughter. Hey,
Yeah.
just go get what you want. She just
Sounds
bought a
about
whole
right.
bunch of stuff. She was excited. She found some cards and stuff like that. And I appreciate it because she's super antisocial. But now, when it was came to the Pokemon card, she was about that life. She was about to stab somebody. Like, hey, you grabbed the wrong card when I'm trying to grab it. You was gonna get
Talking
fucked
up the
that day.
talking up the vendor.
She was yelling at me about like, hey, they're hogging up the book. I can't
You
wait.
believe this? He has a few YouTube videos of him doing the Pokemon theme, but he didn't do it at PokeCon?
No, he did not.
What a missed opportunity.
He fucked up.
Wow. He's probably gotten sued by Nintendo one too many times.
That's probably true.
Probably.
I have a mountain of
Rightfully
Pokemon
so.
cards that I don't really know what to do with. I told Jack, I was like, we should really give these to somebody. He was like, no.
Send them to my daughter.
He just wants me to keep them. Like
Keep 'em.
we don't use them, we don't look at them, we don't he just wants them here.
No, but that's okay because that was me. And I have all of the Pokemon cards from when I was a kid in a binder from 1997.
Yeah,
And I am so glad that I have them today in my old age.
But we have like 27 binders.
Okay.
Like,
And when he is
can we just keep
in
like
his
a binder?
30s,
Can we
no.
we have to
No,
keep them all?
the cards. Yes. When he is in his 30s, he will be so glad to have them.
No, he won't.
Trust. Yes. Yes, he will.
Like,
Trust.
Dad, why did I keep this shit in the house?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
No, he'll be fine.
Whenever my heart explodes, he's going to be like, I'm going to inherit his gaming collection. And
Well, that's what he's gonna talk about. I'm gonna sell all this shit.
No, I don't think he will. I think
I'm
he's
gonna
going to
make
keep
a
it.
mint, baby.
I think he's going to keep it.
This Last of Us.
Then
Actually,
my
See, that's the funny
newfound
thing.
appreciation.
I think that's what's going to ruin my wife and daughter. Is I'm going to go and they're going to be like, cha-ching. And Jack's will be like, absolutely not. He's going to keep everything. He's like, I want the car. I want the games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
I think that's completely valid and I support him.
XBS, you may be right about that. Them cards, they were charging for them cards, boy. There was some that was like
Dude,
$1.
these Pokemon cards.
They were a bunch that was $1, but they were a lot. They were like 2,800.
I bought my
5,000.
Switch with Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
One of Jack's friends at his school bought my Switch. My Switch too. He paid for it. I sold
With
Jack's
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, Jack's friend we sold like 10 cards for $500.
That's insane.
That's insane.
That is insane.
I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, his parents are fine and everything." I was like, "What?" I would not be fine if Jack was
I
like,
would not.
"I want to spend $500 on Pokemon cards."
And the funny thing about it is, they're probably right now having this conversation on their podcast, saying, "Can you believe this sucker sold me these
100%? Because I gave him.
$500?"
It was the alt foil Charizard from the Pokemon 150 collection set, which is a pretty decent card. I think that one card was worth like $200 or $300, but I sold it below value. That's why.
And these people don't play the TCG with them. They just collect them and have them in a binder and look at them.
Yep. We pulled it and put it right into a case and like kind of was like, we're going to sell that one day because we play cards. So like having really expensive cards doesn't offer me much. I get nothing from that. I just see a card that I can't use. So
yeah, like me with my comic books. Like, all right,
yeah,
I have a bunch of comic books that's like
Amiibo.
really expensive, like I can't use.
I don't want to just look at them. Like I want to I need them to have some use.
I really should go get my childhood binder valued. I bet you most of them are probably worthless, but there's probably one or two in there that are worth like, $100, $200.
Base set hollows that are originals, yeah, they're worth something.
Yeah.
Even at the low end, they're probably, if base set hollows, if it's not like the super common ones, probably like $20 to $50 each, just off the top of my head.
And I wouldn't sell them for that. I would still keep them. I just want to know.
But if you had more of the rare ones, and with Pokemon cards, everything is about condition. Like all of it is about condition.
Yeah.
It really
they're all in
matters.
good condition.
But good condition is not.
I know.
Yeah, no, there's a huge difference between.
I know.
Yes.
And they care. Like when Jack's friend came over these cards, like he had a magnifying glass. Like dude was like they care a great deal.
I'm so glad that I'm not like that insane about it.
Which is why I didn't need to have it, right? Like I don't care enough about that, so I'm happy to let somebody else do that because I don't want to worry about that. I like to me they're just playing cards. They're different than a deck of cards. They're prettier, but I guess I never like inherently saw value in Pokemon cards. I never looked at it like, oh, this is money or roll of praise or just cards,
I like to collect my favorites,
like baseball
the
cards.
cute ones. Yeah.
I have 3 pages of Cubone cards at the front of my binder. They're just all Cubone cards.
That's cute. I like that.
Front and back, one after the other.
Anyone play any video games this week?
I played a bunch. Anyone else play anything?
I played Reanimal.
Oh, yeah.
I played the intro section of it. I got it. I like it so far.
I love the demo.
It reminds me of the games I've been wanting to play. Like it's Little Nightmares with a mix of what's the game that we like?
Which one? Inside?
Inside, yes, correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going for.
Yeah. You know, the story is very obtuse. You don't know what's going on, but they unlike those other games, it kind of gives you like little hints. There's talking in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I liked this. I played the demo, and I think I already like the demo more than any time I ever played Little Nightmares. Just being 100.
I can see that.
Little Nightmares never really grabbed me much. I tried it twice. I tried Little Nightmares, played it for an hour, didn't really left it. Little Nightmares 2 came out, tried it for an hour or two, didn't really, and got off of it. I played the Reanimal demo and was like, I got to get this game one day.
Yeah. Reanimal kind of feels like a better version of Little Nightmares from what I played so far. I like it. I like the world they're building, the whole darkness of it. It looks beautiful. But it's great. I'm enjoying my time with it. It's really, I don't know if fun would be a word to kind of describe these type of games. It has like a dreadful, eerie feeling, like you don't know what's going to go on.
It's got the Oxenfree vibe.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. You're kind of piecing the story together as you play as these kids, these two kids.
Like, it's like morose, you know.
Yes,
yeah.
There you go. And I like the vibe of like, I want to keep playing, but I don't want to see the kids get hurt.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one. That might be my Halloween game this year. Like, I'm going.
What's it called?
I'm definitely getting
Reanimal.
It's called Reanimal.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it.
There's a demo if you ever want to try it.
That might be a good choice to play for Halloween.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on it.
But I was like greatly anticipating this game.
It's full price, $50? Like, it's kind of expensive, right?
Yeah,
it's not like an indie game. It's not like $20. It's like more than that. That's why I didn't buy it day one. Also, I've got a ton of stuff to play. Like, I can just like Chronos, I can absolutely wait on that. Like, that's no big deal at all. I can absolutely wait.
Yeah, I figured I want to get this out the way. And I figure it's not too long before Resident Evil comes out this week.
I just cleared my deck for Resident Evil. That's exactly what I'm doing too. Like, I'm not doing anything too expansive because Resident Evil cometh.
And then there's another game coming out. It's $39.99. I went and look it up.
Yeah. That's just like Chronos. I need that game less than 30. 2025, I'm probably in, but not above 30.
You wait a little longer, it'll probably be.
Just because I've got other games to play, not because it's not worth it. You know, it's just it's not that high on my list. I'm trying not to buy day one games that I'm not playing. You know.
Yeah, it's a good one though. So far, I like it. I'm still really early into it, but I'm enjoying it a lot. Hopefully, I can finish it. Hopefully, it's not too long, so I can finish it like within the week before Resident Evil comes out, and then get into Resident Evil, get my collector's edition soon enough, so I can play that one.
I thought about trying to do Red Dead before Resident Evil. I don't think I have
that's
time.
not a good idea.
I don't think I have time.
That's a long game.
Yeah,
not two.
Even one.
It doesn't matter. Even one.
I was thinking like
Undead
Undead Nightmare. But yeah. I don't think there's.
You can get lost in that game.
I'm playing Mario Tennis Fever a lot. The more I play it, the more I like it. It just keeps getting better.
I hear some people saying it's the best Mario sports game, which is like an insane statement.
It's not. I don't know if I'm there yet, but it's really good. Like it really is. It's better. It's better than I ever thought it would be. The more I get into it and I play like the different modes, like their adventure mode, what I talked about last week, like their tutorial single player stuff, that sucks. It's terrible. But they have a tower mode, which is like a challenge, you know, kind of like a smash, like climb the tower thing. But the tower mode mixes in all the different game modes and it gets wacky. There's wonder flowers and you get the dude that starts talking and like all the different rackets and the levels are on fire. And then it gets increasingly harder. Like you have like handicap matches. It feels almost like playing like an old school wrestling game, but it's Mario Tennis.
It definitely sounds more interesting than Aces.
The point is that the game is good. The gameplay is good, and that's all that matters for a Mario Tennis game.
Right.
I've even dabbled playing online, and again, I'm not good at Mario Tennis, but it feels so much fun. Like some of these volleys go back and forth. Like I feel like I'm in such like tense matches. Like the drama is it's electric. It's captivating. Like you want more of it. I'm like, yeah, I lost, but this is fun though. You know, like, but we're having fun though.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally playing. I'm like, no, you know, like stuff like that. Like it's good. So I've been playing mostly that. I've also played a Virtual Boy for the first time.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask you. How is it? How's your experience with the Virtual Boy?
Let me tell you something. I have never in my life.
This is the greatest thing in the world.
Been more thankful that I ever decided to buy a desk that does this.
Oh yeah.
Because this is very helpful when having a Virtual Boy. When I got it all set up and everything, again, I've never seen a Virtual Boy in real life, so this is first for me. Like when I put it on my desk over here, I was like, how the hell am I supposed to like bend down to see this? And it's like you can't hold it. So it's like I needed it to be like just right above my head so I can look into it comfortably. So I was able to stand up the standing desk and then just look into it. And I was like, oh, this makes a world of difference. My recommendation to anybody out there that's even curious is I'd get the cardboard one. Because I feel like the best way to do this would be to like lay down on your bed or your couch with the cardboard one and just play. That would be way more comfortable than the Virtual Boy. And you can't really hold it like that. I mean, I guess you could, but it would be like this because it's so big. You know, like I wouldn't. And you need to hold the Joy-Cons because they don't snap on the side. You have to hold them separately. So yeah. But the novelty is great. I've played Wario Land, I've played Tetris, and I've played golf. Golf is so familiar because I played so much of the St. Andrews and Masters golf game on 64, those Japanese games we talked about. When I was buying all those, it's very similar to that game. Like the layout, the menu selection, like there looks like there's, I don't know if it's the same dev. I have no idea.
Yeah, they probably took a lot from it.
There's a lot of familiar stuff, like the whole layout, the UI, everything looks very familiar. So I actually took to that pretty easy. I'm surprised with how well the 3D effect looks. I don't know what I was expecting. I never found Labo to be all that 3D. I think that's where I was going in. I wasn't expecting it, like the lab. I think the Virtual Boy 3D effect comes off very well. Once I dialed in, you know, my eyes to take care of my stigmatism and whatnot, because when I first put it on, it was like everything was like double shadowed and blurred. Yeah. But once I dialed it in, it feels like I'm playing a 3D game. Like I can see the depth in the background and the foreground, and so yeah, I think Wario Land is very good.
The blinding red doesn't give you a headache.
I was going to say, well, I think I tweeted it after I played. I played it for 2 hours the moment the app released. And I was like, so this like can't be good for your eyes, right? Like, I don't know if it is or not, but like it can't be good for your eyes because when I stopped playing and I took the helmet off, I closed my eyes and saw nothing but like red, like like it was imprinted in the back of my eyelids. It's like, what happened?
Oh my gosh.
But the golf game is pretty challenging. It's not very forgiving, but that's good because it has rewind states and save states, so you can
good.
You can mess around with that if you.
I didn't know it had all that. I guess that makes sense that it has all that, right?
I didn't care for Tetris at all, but Wario Land I thought was very good. Like Wario Land, I'm going to keep playing. I have half a mind to maybe get the cardboard one just so I can play these a bit more. I don't know if this is a fool's hope. I kind of think they're going to make these available just for everyone to play. I think they're going to sell these VR cardboard things for a minute, and then we're going to get an update maybe later this year, maybe next year, where they're like, now everyone can play Virtual Boy, and you can just play it on the television.
It makes sense.
And it's just like red, just regular gameplay.
Yeah. And they said that they're coming out with palette swaps. You can play it green, blue, and yellow, and all that stuff too.
Oh, I thought that came with it.
It's red at the launch, just like you only get a couple games at launch. Like it's a prolonged release.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to do that. Other people don't. People are like, they're going to be mad if I bought a whole Virtual Boy for this. I'm like, well, that's
They've
kind
made
of
people
your
mad
fault.
before.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just like it's your fault if that's the only reason you bought a Virtual Boy.
Yeah, you're an early adopter. That's what comes with it.
I bought it for novelty. It looks tremendous over there on my shelf. You know, like even Jack stopped and was like, "Oh, this came," and he's like, he's looking at it, he's interested. It's just interesting.
Yeah, I'm not
You know?
planning. I wasn't planning on using it. Like, hey, just have it.
That's kind of why I want the cardboard one. I feel like I'd use that a lot more. I might get it. It's only like $20.
And then you have the console as a collector's edition version.
Yeah. Because it's I wouldn't say it's a lot, but I don't know. You got to like crack it open and then slide the switch in. Is that like kind of like a weird angle and then like kind of close it on top of it? And like I said, the standing desk, and then it's just a whole thing. You know, it's just very inconvenient. There's a lot of friction to try and use.
So my prediction that you'll never play it again after.
I've already played it twice. I've played it 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
I've played it a couple times. Like I said, this desk goes along. I would agree with you if I didn't have this desk.
Yeah.
But I think I would like to play Wario, and then they've got more games coming that I would like to try. So I'm thinking maybe the cardboard is the way to go.
Okay.
Still playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. My wife finally saw the disaster that I created, which was hilarious.
Was she mad?
No, because I bought her heels and a skirt, and then I left her messages. There are all these raunchy messages, like, "Do I deserve to be punished?" and stuff. So we're like,
good job.
We're turning Animal Crossing to some weird sex game.
That's so funny.
As it should be.
I played Final Fantasy VII for the first time.
Ooh, the remake.
5 hours.
How was it?
I think the game is very, very pretty. Like the cutscenes are expert. Like they're at the top of their game. Like some of the rendering and the animation is incredible. That said, I still don't like the game. Like it's still not for me. And it's nothing against it. It's just,
you're not a big fan of RPGs.
Yeah, I'm not. And what I said on PSVG, I think is the best way to explain it. If I was going to play a game like this, I think I'd rather play Astral Chain. I'd rather play Yakuza. Like there's just other game, Devil May Cry. Like if I wanted kind of this thing, I think I would get it more from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I have played it. I do like it. Like I there's a weird part where I was like, I'm not really into this, but I also like keep playing it. And I don't really know how to describe. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to describe that. It's like I don't know why I'm walking around this shanty like looking for cats, but I guess I am. Like I guess that's what we're doing, you know. But it really comes down to, and this should be. I was gonna say, I'm sorry to you Final Fantasy fans, but I'm not. Fuck y'all. Like I've said that for my entire life.
Correct.
I just don't like these characters. Like I don't like Cloud. I don't like the dialogue. It's like the style, you know, like just the constant. I don't know. I want to say
the characters are cool.
The anime of it all, but it's like I like anime. I don't know. It's just this kind, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, every time somebody talks, you know, the other person's like, oh, you know, it's like a constant like. I'm like, God, I don't know. That bit of it I don't like, but when you're racing this motorcycle and you're having this fucking sword fight through this thing and flipping over the air and it's Super Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, that I am into.
Yeah.
So it's like more of that.
I wish it was more of that. Yeah.
And I think I'm in, but it's a lot of the other part first.
Right.
Yes.
You know, but I have played it.
So essentially, this is his Final Fantasy.
It's got to be, well, so here's the thing. So I'm not into this. So now I need Final Fantasy fans to help me because I think the other Final Fantasy game, is it 16 or 17? I think that's coming to Switch. And everybody and their mother was like, Donnie, I know you don't like Final Fantasy, but that's why nobody likes this one because it's not like Final Fantasy. They're like, you need to play this game. So everyone kept telling me it was like Devil May Cry.
I don't know anything about that one.
Which I love. I love Devil May Cry. So now I'm kind of, do I give that a chance?
Maybe.
Or is Final Fantasy just not for me?
I think it's just not for you, but Give it a try. What can it hurt?
Yarden says, "Do not play any more Final Fantasy."
Just stop here. Just call it.
Yeah, I did say that it's his Final Fantasy.
I legit thought it was confirmed. Thank you, XBS. He says it's not confirmed, but rumored. I assume everything they're doing is coming to Switch too. They've already announced all 3 of the Final Fantasy remakes are coming. Why would 16 not come? Yeah, like that's the thing. Everyone kind of tells me that 16 is like a platinum game again, which I love. So like maybe I just didn't start with the right one.
Maybe.
I don't think it's starting with the right one. I think that one sounds like it's an exception to what the series is, and
I think Final Fantasy
would prefer the exception.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think this is for you. I just think that you need to move on.
Well, if I could, Yarden, if they would put Devil May Cry 5 on Switch 2, I would play that again. 100% I would. We're due for a new Devil May Cry game. How long has it been since 5?
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. And 5 still isn't on Switch 2.
That's what I was trying to think. What is 5? Is it feasible to put 5 on Switch 2?
100% it is.
Did 5 sell well?
Oh, I think it's the best selling in the series by a large margin.
Then that would make sense to put it on Switch 2.
Delvin,
I was trying to think, like, okay.
100% that game's coming to Switch 2. I could have told you that a year ago. I don't know when, but Devil May Cry 5 is showing up for Switch 2 100%. They're not letting that go.
It feels like that game happened a while ago.
It might come out like when they announce the next one or something. Like they may do something like that. But this game it did come out a long time ago. This is like a last gen game. Because I remember it got the Series X PlayStation enhancements, which were awesome. But yeah. No DMC on. Well, we have the HD collection. We do have some DMC. And I've played those on Switch. Those are great.
I'm looking it up now. Oh, it hasn't been that long ago. It's been 2019.
That's a long time ago, Delvin.
Yeah.
That is a long time ago.
That's a lot longer ago than you think.
Yeah,
that was pre-COVID. I feel like that was a different world.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a better world, but it was different.
My last bit that I have is I played Neva Prologue, which was just announced. This is a DLC pre-story to Neva. Did you play this game, Rebecca?
I haven't played Neva. No, I played Greece.
I have Neva. I haven't played it yet though.
I need you to play Neva like you.
I know.
Like it's such your shit, Rebecca. It's so good. Well, maybe not the platforming so much, but the platforming is so good. But yeah, the prologue is $2.99, so it's $3. I beat it in about an hour. It's not very long, but it's very rich. It tells its little story, and it kind of gets in and gets out. And I
didn't know it was out already.
Just came out yesterday, or the day before yesterday. This is it's not much, right? It's just like a little prequel story, a little side story, but I love it.
Wait, was it free or was it a paid DLC?
$3.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
That's really good. Yeah.
On Blue Sky, I said I can say without a doubt the best $3 I've ever spent on a video game. Like it was worth every bit of $3. Because I played it for about an hour, and you see all the great things of Neva in one short dose. Excellent platforming, some really good combat, some beautiful art, incredible music. And this game does so much. It builds so much atmosphere. It tells so much story without any words at all.
I love that. That's my favorite.
I continue to say Neva is a masterclass. Like beyond
better than Gree.
I've always said it's way better than Gree, in my opinion. And I don't think that's a popular one. It's way more game. There's just way more gameplay here. And I think the platforming is just so much better. Like how they play with I want to say art styles, but I don't even think that's the right word, the word I'm looking for. Like art concepts, like with different edging and shadows and lighting and how they become platforms and then don't become platforms and fade into the background and come into the foreground and change. Like it's not hard at all. Anybody can beat Neva, but every time I play it, I just feel like I'm playing a game that's made by people that are so much smarter than everyone. It's like I feel like I'm playing something different. It's fresh. Yeah. It's like I'm doing shit I've never done before or didn't notice before in the same way. It's got an Ori vibe. Like there's an Ori-esque part of it that I love. I love. And And then I think the story is better. I think the art is like everyone that's seen Green knows how beautiful the game is.
Oh yeah.
And I just think Neva at the very least is as good of that, but I don't know. I think it's better and I love it. And I don't know what it is. I feel like everyone played Gree and I feel like nobody played Neva. And I don't know why.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
It pains me so much. I'm constantly telling people like, please go
I think
play
because
Neva.
they like me, like I kind of wrote it off as like, oh, like it's like kind of just like another Gree. Like I really liked it, but like don't need to play another one.
It's not. It's got combat.
Yeah.
It's got platforming. It's got a
Yeah.
companion. There's dog. Like it's a whole thing.
I think that's maybe the way they marketed it was, you know, I don't know.
That's what that's the only reason I say it's better is because I think it's more better Gree. It's Gree at a baseline, but with a lot of stuff added on top of it. Like at times, like I love Gree because of its impact and its takeaway. But Gree was kind of like a walk forward. I mean, you could call it a platformer, and I guess you would, but it was kind of like a walk forward and win kind of, you know, visual narrative.
Yeah.
Neva's a video game. It's a proper ass video game. Like you're gonna do the jumping, the rolling, the dodging, the parrying, the fighting, like you're doing all of it. And sometimes you're doing it all of it at once. So it's just a way more proper game. I'm with you.
Roller and chat is a +1. Yeah.
I've been here the whole time. Like I'm hoping people find it. It's one of those that like I think we all found one. Everyone has a game that you just want to scream about to like make others play it. And Neva is absolutely that game for me. Or I think actually I always call it Neva and I think it's Neva. But
Neva.
I love it. And I love
Looks
the
like
DLC. And I wish you all to play it. Somebody go give it a try. It's fantastic.
I'll bump it up on my priority list.
I already paid.
It's killing me that you haven't because you're totally going to love it. Like you're totally going to love it.
Hey, I may have a snow day tomorrow. It's supposed to snow, so I'll have an extra day.
Never a better time.
Yeah.
To be able to play the whole game and then the prologue in one straight shot would be very rewarding.
Yeah, I bet.
That would be very nice. That's all I've got.
I played a funny game yesterday, but it's not on Switch. Can I talk about it anyway?
Absolutely not. Of course.
It's on PC and I think also mobile.
PC.
This is like it's kind of like a social media kind of stream game sort of thing. I played it with Josh. It's like just kind of going viral right now. It's called My Voice Zoo. And it's like an idle game, but it is, you and Melissa would really have fun.
What's a idle game?
It's like there's not really any gameplay. Like it's just supposed to be like in the background sort of thing. But like this is, and it costs like $3. We played it for maybe like 2 hours and like,
oh, this has got that.
That was worth it. And you'll never play it again. Yeah, you'll never play it again because like it's just like a play one time sort of thing. But you get little zoo animals and you can place them around the world, but you record the sound for them. And then like every time like you walk by them, they make that sound.
This is like some Scribblenauts shit.
It's so dumb. It is, but like it's as funny as you make it. Like we were having them say like make sexual noises or like say like really inappropriate things.
Send Delvin those
like,
clips.
Okay.
By those clips, I mean Josh's sex moans. Send those clips to Delvin.
I will add them into the intro of PSVG.
we got a goat and like we didn't know like what the other person was gonna make for the noise, and like I just like screamed into the mic for the goat, so every time you walk past the goat it just screams. You know, and it was just really funny. Like it's a good play one time $3 game with, you know, a friend or a partner or something. Nice. It was really ridiculous. And I say it's like a social media game because like you'll just search it up on like TikTok and see like what people are doing with it. It's so funny.
You seen that gnome game?
Gnome game? No.
That thing is all over my TikTok and it's hysterical.
What is it?
It's some game, some multiplayer game where all of the players are these little tiny gnomes. But there's a guy who gets up and he's huge because you're a tiny little gnome, like smaller than a cat. but then there's a regular sized human who picks up a gun and starts shooting the gnomes.
Jesus.
So everyone has to like run and hide, and when he shoots them, Delvin, they all fall into like little bloody pieces.
Burgling gnomes.
It's something like that, and they have
Maybe?
really long arms, like incredibly, like crazy long. So they
Yeah, that's it. This is it.
they can open drawers and shit, and like it's just shenanigans, but it's very clip worthy. Like going
Yeah,
viral.
here's this one. He's smoking a cigarette in it.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
It looks ridiculous.
It's really funny. It keeps popping up in
Does look
my
funny.
TikTok as I scroll through. My wife's like, "Are you going to play this?" And I'm like, "I kind of want to now. Like this looks hilarious."
Oh my god, the cat gets him.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's
like
a little bloody.
I saw one clip where the gnomes got the gun, but they can't lift it, so they have to like lift it together. So there's like multiple gnomes trying to like carry the gun away, but the guy sees them and starts coming after them, and they start running.
So
They're like,
funny.
"Everyone flee!"
So it looks like the game isn't out yet, but it's there's a demo. So maybe people are playing the demo.
Yeah,
Burgling gnomes.
I just say
Okay.
Google a clip. Just everyone, you owe it to yourself at the very least.
Yeah.
Google a clip because it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that's the same for my voice zoo, which
Nice.
it's such a stupid name, but it's like it's a play it once and then the novelty is over kind of game. But it's like
I'm gonna
$3.
show my wife that today.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Not that
I am playing just all my other usual stuff. I'm excited for Pokemon Day, so let's talk about it. Unless anyone has anything else to talk about.
Let's get into the news. As we
Delvin, did you have anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
As we've discussed for the better part of a month, FireRed and LeafGreen are releasing on the Nintendo Switch family of systems. They are out Pokemon Day. You can pre-order and preload now, and they are up for $20 each.
So I just want to say something real quick that morning, what was it, Friday, that they announced it, I woke up to a notification from Nintendo Today that said FireRed and LeafGreen are available for the Switch, or it says like for the Nintendo Switch now available. And I thought it was like Shadow dropped released that day. That's what that made it sound like. And I was so mad when I was so excited. I shot up out of bed. I'm like, I'm gonna go download it so I can play it after work. That'll be my weekend plans.
Nope.
And then it wasn't.
You got tricked.
I got tricked.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it all came out. I forget what day, but it all came out that night.
That
So
was
like started at like midnight or 2 a.m. and then like kind of bled through the morning. Like every time zone had releases, had announcements, videos.
yeah,
YouTube
it was
trailer.
Friday, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
When I woke up Friday morning, it
That
was
sounds
everywhere.
about right.
People was going crazy. I'm like, oh,
They have an
Exactly, no
FAQ up
existed.
where they've mentioned that these games have no online multiplayer ability. You can play with other people via local wireless if you have two Switches in the house. You can do like trades and battle, but not online. There was a mention in the game's original listing that it was compatible with Pokemon Home. That has since been removed. So now people, I actually don't know. I don't know if it has Pokemon Home or not.
I think it'll probably be added later.
That's
I mean,
what
I feel like that has
thinking.
to be the case.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that would
what
be
I'm
kind
thinking.
of stupid.
They had an FAQ where they addressed some questions. So I just pulled a couple that I thought were maybe halfway interesting to talk about. They were asked why Fire and Leaf instead of Red and Blue, considering that they're celebrating the anniversary. And Nintendo's response was, we thought users will appreciate the ultimate versions of those original adventures, which add various features and upgrades to the content of Pokemon Red version, Pokemon Blue version.
Oh, I'm glad that it's this and not that. I would not rebuy the original. I want to play the remake.
I would rebuy the originals. I don't know if I would have bought those for $20 each. I'm not gonna
considering they were $10 on the 3DS.
Yeah, I probably would have just bought one if it was those. They said, is this the return of standalone virtual console type of offerings? To which Nintendo replied, we remain focused on offering classic games through Nintendo Switch Online and Switch Online expansion pack. So
They're only doing it for Pokemon.
yeah, it probably is a Pokemon only sort of thing. I also think it's like the part of it's just like we know we can sell these.
Yeah.
I think I need to remind people just to keep it planted in their brain. They reserve the right to add these to NSO at any time.
Yes.
So it very well could be we're selling them because we can, and then we'll add them later.
Oh my God, I would be so mad.
I 100% think that's in the cards.
I wouldn't care.
I wouldn't care at all either.
I would be mad.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah. So a lot of this Pokemon news this week has been me going, man, people would be mad about anything. Like it seems like there were people mad before and after, and it's just with social media.
Pokemon fans are mad no matter what.
Yeah, we have too many opinions. There were people that were mad that everything was an NSO and everything was a subscription and that they wanted Virtual Console. And then these games came out and now everyone's mad that you have to buy them and they're not in NSO. It's like there is no winning.
You can't make everyone happy.
Yeah, people are just going to be mad. There is a physical bundle in Japan that includes, I was going to say Pokeballs, but they're not really. They're like spheres for the original. They've got like the Pokemon in it. And they've got a box for the game, but there are digital codes in the box.
Yep.
And they have an expiration date for like 2 months. Like you have to use them really fast.
I didn't know about that. So like you can't even hold on to it and sell it later.
No, they are $130. That's a lot for that.
Wow.
Give it a code? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was like,
and that's only Japan though, right?
It is Japan only so far, but yeah, I think it's Japan only. Both soundtracks were added to the NSO Music app. So comes out Thursday? Is that the 27th?
Yeah.
So
Friday. Friday.
I'm excited, but we'll be doing Resident Evil first. But once Resident Evil is done, we'll be playing Pokemon. I bought both personally. I bought FireRed and LeafGreen. I put them on different switches. I think Jack will play one. I'll play the other. I'm playing FireRed. So
me and Josh can't decide who gets LeafGreen.
Yeah, LeafGreen is like, I'm torn because LeafGreen I believe has my memory. I think it's Starmie is in LeafGreen only.
Yeah.
But FireRed has Arcanine and someone else I love, and I have to go that way.
Is Cubone an exclusive? Because that's probably the one you'll get.
Cubone's in both.
Okay. Yeah, my Vulpix Ninetales is only in LeafGreen.
I can't remember the other one. There's another. It's like one of my favorites is also in FireRed. So it was like pick these two or Starmie, and sorry, Starmie. So I'm going with the other two. Arcanine's my favorite fire type.
I guess Rebecca gets Griefling then.
Green leaf.
Green
leaf.
So I want to point out somebody talked about the language thing in the chat here. Rodrigo says the crazy part is charging per language. Why don't they just allow to change the language in game? That's a weird one because this was also the case for the Virtual Console red and blue on the 3DS, and it's because you couldn't just change the language in the original. Like there were different versions of the game per region.
Yes.
So they would have to go out of their way to really like reprogram the game to do that. And I don't think they're all about that. But I think that if you pay the $20, you should be able to download any of the three.
I'm with you. I don't think their eShop is set up to do stuff like that. It'd be very easy for them to edit the game and make it work with different languages.
Would it?
Yeah, I think so. Like that's definitely within their ability to do so.
They're going in and messing with 30-year-old code.
They're really focused and fixated on trying to tell you that it's still the original experience. I think that's their, and we've always said that Nintendo is very kind of, stuck to that. Like they want to keep their classic games kind of in their original state. So I think maybe if anything, I think maybe it's like a philosophical choice.
Who mentioned the language thing?
Rodrigo.
Look here, Rodrigo. You don't buy all the versions. You're not a true fan.
You're not a true fan.
Because like all of them.
What I would say, Rebecca, is what you could do is you could put in a front end like choice wrapper on top of all the ROMs, and when you pick a language, it starts that ROM. That'd be very easy. And
yeah.
A couple more megabytes for the file.
Just buy all the languages.
I would, Yarden, because downloaded on my hacked 3DS for free the Spanish language Pokemon Blue so that I could practice Spanish a little bit.
I did see that someone ordered this game and got the code released early, so they're just playing it now.
What?
Like a week ahead of everyone else. There were some pictures and screenshots. They're just playing.
How is that even possible?
Because one of them preloaded, I guess, available. So they just preloaded and started playing and didn't realize that nobody else could.
That's crazy.
But it's like all over Reddit. Yeah, people are like he's already playing.
I thought that that it locks until that morning or whatever.
I think it's a territorial thing. It's not an American. I think it's someone in Europe or something. Psyduck was the other one I was thinking of. It's Psyduck and Arcanine versus Starmie. So Starmie loses out. I'll be playing FireRed.
So then I read that when they do add home, it's like a one-way trade. You can trade them to home, but not from home to the game. So you really do need 2 people to collect them all, just like in the olden days.
100%, which is why I bought them both for me and Jack.
And that's why I want Leaf Green.
So play Leaf Green.
Leaf Green.
Why does it?
But then Josh is gonna get Leaf Green.
Why? Make him play FireRed.
Exactly. You're the woman.
Rebecca, there are ways to make this happen for sure.
Yes.
like, come on.
Yes. What are you doing?
It's very low hanging fruit.
Yes.
I'll keep you updated on what versions we get.
There's nothing wrong with Leaf Green. I mean, with FireRed.
No, the games have not been paid for yet, Yarden.
Rebecca, you know what?
We haven't.
Rebecca, you shouldn't be paying a dime for this game.
Exactly. Look here. Much like my daughter did at the Pokemon Fest.
Yeah, you shouldn't be paying for this at all.
Thing.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
If you're buying your own Pokemon games, it's time to get a new man.
Yeah. Just saying.
I'll get back to you on that.
So I'm excited for these. I bought them both immediately, and I don't care if people think that that's a waste of money. I don't give a shit. I've got adult money. Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself.
Goddamn right.
I'm so happy to have them. I was like, absolutely, immediately.
I'm so glad they're 20 and not 30. Remember I was complaining about that last week?
I seriously thought when the rumors started to come into focus that it was both FireRed and Leaf Green, in my head, I imagined a double pack where they would force you to buy both for $50. That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, uh-oh.
They've never done that with versions.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it felt like, it's like the Mario Galaxy thing. It just felt very Switch-like. Like they've been doing that lately. Yeah. So, yeah, I think $20 is a more than fair price, to be quite honest with you. And if you don't want to pay it, like we said before, play that shit on your phone. I don't want to play it on my phone. I want to play it on my Switch. So again, I have adult money and could care less if people think that's a waste of money. The funny part is that the people that are angry, people are spending money on it, are like, you can play it on your phone. But the people spending money on it are like, yeah, no, we already did that. We already played it on our phone and our Retroids and our iPads, and now we want to play it on our Switch. Go mind your fucking business, Brad.
Goddamn right.
We all know we can play it on our phone. That's still not going to stop us from wanting to buy the game.
No, I hear you. I completely agree.
Those are exclusively different things. They're not intertwined. And I don't understand why, I don't know. I feel like I never get into those debates and stuff when I see them online in Blue Sky or Reddit, because I kind of feel foolish to type those things in. But I think them in my head. I'm like, clearly you understand that. Because I see like Garrett's posting, he's got like his flip, right? Like his little Game Boy. He's like, got FireRed. Yeah, I bet he's going to get a Switch too, though. Yeah. Like, I think he's like, yeah, of course, because that's what we like to do, So.
As adults, we have disposable income, and we will use it how we please to.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
It's gonna
you know how many times I bought a Link to the Past?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's going to be very fun to go back to FireRed. I haven't played FireRed or Leaf Green in ages, since it's been at least 10 years.
Can I say something? I don't think I ever played those games.
Oh, wow. No, I definitely did when they came out. Loved them.
I definitely don't have a physical copy of it.
And I agree with Nintendo. These are the definitive versions of those original games. Yeah.
I have seen people asking, will they have the events that help you get like the legendaries and mythicals and stuff? Like, do you think they'll include all that stuff? I think they included the Celebi event in Crystal.
I would think so. I would hope so. I would think so. I don't know. Kyle would be the better person for that. I'm not that into the meta, but
I really hope so.
I'm excited to go back.
Yeah, what Crawler just said. Yeah,
that'd be cool. Anything else on Pokemon?
I hope they also add. I miss Johto. I really want Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I know those are DS games.
I think this paves the way for that to be a possibility.
I also want Gen 3. I want Emerald.
Yeah, that's too much for record.
Again,
that's for a lot.
If Nintendo's looking for margin, the easiest way to find some margins, release some ROMs that you didn't have to put any effort into and just make money. I'm looking at this venture. This is a pure profit venture for Pokemon Company Nintendo. They probably got somebody. The reason that you can't change language in game and all that is because they had some intern do this on a Friday. That's why, because the whole point of this is to spend the least amount possible and make the most possible. So I hope we get more of these. Ryan from Carpool was asking me that yesterday. He was like, and I think we got questions about it as well, so maybe we can save it till then. But there were a lot of people that missed the virtual console, aspect of the back. I think what's happened is 10 years have passed, more than that actually, since the Wii U. But during the Wii U, there was a bit of fatigue of rebuying the same virtual console games you bought on Wii. And now more removed from that, people miss it. So if these games sell very well and they're very lucrative and Nintendo makes a lot of money, you have to think that would open the door for them to reconsider more. So buy all the languages. Be a real fan.
Won't do that.
Be a real fan.
Cubone only run Spanish edition.
Yes.
There's a real challenge.
That's funny. I think the Pokemon also have different names in other languages, don't they?
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
So you got to catch them all in every language.
So funny.
Any other thoughts?
No.
They're getting me.
All right. They getting you, Delvin?
Of course.
Yeah, my man. Xenoblade X got a new Switch 2 update promising 4K and 60 FPS for $5. When this came out, I saw everyone rejoice, and the first videos I saw were like, it's amazing. And then as the days led on, I've seen more and more people go, it's not so amazing. I haven't played it, and I don't know.
They're getting refunds.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen people saying that they're getting refunds.
And Nintendo never does that.
I still don't know what it is they're upset about. But yeah, I would be happy just for 60 FPS. But I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe it has artifacting or upscaling issues or something, which is kind of a bummer. You'd think that, we thought a 60 FPS mode was in the works for Xenoblade X from the get-go with Switch 2. So here we are, more than 6 months after launch. I kind of figured these issues be ironed out by now. So I'm not getting it. So it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me.
Not great.
No, it's not great. And I mean, I don't mind them charging $5 for an upgrade. I really don't.
That's a good upgrade price.
But it feels like if you're just doing like the res boost, I don't know. That feels like it should maybe be a free.
It does. Yeah, that if it's just that is true. It should be.
They should have made all the Switch 2 patches free with Nintendo Switch Online. Like, I can't say that enough. It feels like such low-hanging fruit. Or at least add more of them in there. But like the Mario Party update, this update, like there's more and more games. I feel like this would be such a boon to have as like a collage tile on the NSO thing. Like you get this for your subscription. I know that they need margin.
I think that would be a good deal.
They're looking for profitability, and I maybe they don't think so, but I feel like that would make more people sign up for NSO. And you could still sell it. You could still have it for $5, but throw the NSO members a bone. Like they've done it.
Throw them a bone and get people who maybe aren't subscribed perpetually to drop in for a couple months to play their games updated.
Yeah.
Gizmo, this is a Nintendo podcast, but we do talk about other stuff too, and then there's another podcast for other consoles. So
Yeah.
PSVG.
Yeah, we pretty much talk about whatever we want here, but the Nintendo Shack is a Nintendo show. And I mean, I think I speak for all three of us. Nintendo is our main platform, so we do mostly Nintendo here. PSVG weekly, though, we talk about racism, the plights of people in Miami. We talk about New Orleans. We shit on the entire city of New Orleans every week. Like, I'm just joking. We do anything on that show. That show is crazy.
We do not play anything from Mob Entertainment. Sorry.
What's Mob Entertainment?
I had to Google it. It's Poppy Playtime.
Yeah, you got nothing on.
Not us. Sorry.
We got nothing for you there. These aren't the show. These aren't the podcasters you're looking for.
I hope you find what you're looking for, though.
Delvin, I tried to give an elevator pitch for what PSVG is. I said we talk about, sometimes we talk about video games, racism, Fort Lauderdale, New Orleans. What do you think?
That is pretty accurate.
Is that pretty accurate?
Yes, we make fun of white people on occasion.
Basketball. We'll do an entire hour of basketball some weeks.
Yeah, we become Sports Center at one point.
Wrestling.
Yeah. We become the Wrestling Observer at some point.
It's really not about
sometimes video games.
Listen, PSVG puts the sum in place of video games for sure. Like, there's never been a better tagline.
Become Tech Talk.
It's a 3-hour a week show that we talk about video games for about 45 minutes. All right, let's see here. What else do we got? Ubisoft said they're looking forward to seeing what's next for Rayman soon.
What do you mean they're looking forward to it? They make the goddamn games. They can tell us what's next. We're looking forward to it.
They said wait, just keep waiting. Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, they're going to make us wait for like 10 more years.
Yeah.
No, I think they have more announcements coming this year.
Okay.
We need a direct. You're going to see something else, Rayman.
Yes, y'all now seen that Pokemon pinball machine. It looks awesome.
I want a new game.
Yeah, I sent that to Delvin the first time I saw it.
I'm very tempted.
You gotta have it.
You should get it, and then I'll come over and play it.
Delvin.
Now I gotta buy it.
Did you hear this?
No, I have to buy it.
She's walk in, rose petals and candles.
Don't care about the car. Get that pinball machine.
I'm sending the car right back.
Delvin said, shit, I bought the wrong thing. Assassin's Creed Shadows DLC expansion, Claws of Awaji, drops on my birthday, March 10th.
Wait, say that again.
Claws of Awaji.
Okay.
There's a new performance patch out for Assassin's Creed Shadows right now. I haven't played it, but I've seen it. I saw a switch up to it. It looks fantastic. They've made the frame rate a little bit more stable, but they fixed like a lot of the reflections, a lot of the shadow. It just looks a lot better. So it's nice to see them keep patching it, and that DLC is on the way. Speaking of patches, Nintendo Switch 2 Skyrim Edition got patched. It is now fixed. They now offer a performance mode and a visual mode, so a 60 FPS mode and a 30 FPS mode. But most importantly, Digital Foundry loves this new patch because it's not quite PS5 level, but it's kind of on the heels of, like, it's a big upgrade. Like, what they've done the reflections and all that stuff is all better.
Does it prevent the game from crashing every 20 minutes?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
I actually think Digital Foundry said
so funny watching him play that and just hearing like that software has closed sound.
But yeah, they did say that Digital Foundry specifically said previously they could make the game crash under like 3 or 4 different scenarios, and they said they've all been fixed. So they had no crashes in their testing. So Skyrim seems pretty great on Switch 2 now. Sadly, that it's taken this long. Some 20 years later, you can finally play Skyrim. But yeah, it's ready now. We've got a couple rumors. The first one, there is a Reset Era leaker. I didn't name them because I'm just going to go with a Reset Era leaker because there's one of those every week. So take this with a grain of salt. But they say a Chrono Trigger remake is in active development. And I know that's something you would want to see, Rebecca.
That'd be dope.
I'll believe it when I see it.
That is correct this year.
I've heard this one many times.
Yeah. This is a Half-Life 3 kind of thing. My Half-Life 3 prediction's not looking good at all, Rebecca. It's looking real bad. It is.
This is my shocked face.
Yeah. The other rumor that I have, this one's somewhat spicy. Duskbloods. The game that kind of was announced as like a big exclusive, everybody was looking for it and kind of went quiet, has suddenly started to reappear. A Finnish retailer last week said the game's coming out March 27th. That's crazy.
That's soon. That is crazy.
We haven't had an announcement or anything. So that's one thing. Marketing has begun as ads are starting to pop up on Reddit and YouTube.
Huh.
People are starting to take pictures. They're starting to get like algorithm ads, Facebook posted to them. And the game has just showed up under the eShop under the new releases section.
Dude, that's a busy release date.
I have a hard time believing that they're going to announce and launch this game by then, but maybe it's a digital only release up front.
Maybe
it would have to be. I mean, it is a multiplayer game, so like I could see it, but this felt like a big announcement that I would imagine is going to get like, if you had asked me before any of this,
it should not come out the 27th.
I would have said Dustbloods would get a big trailer, probably a special edition controller, a physical collector's edition. Like, I kind of think they're going to give this like the Monster Hunter treatment.
They should.
And so I'm a little surprised by this. I'm wondering if perhaps this is outdated. If anything, at the very least, perhaps all of this smoke is pointing to some sort of direct soon. Which, Nintendo Land, everyone's always looking for the next direct. Like, this would kind of begin to inkling that information out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So this is the only game that Jack is interested in for Switch 2 so far. So I have to buy this game when it comes out for him.
This is first party, right?
It's FromSoft. It's exclusive. And
so
I believe
it's like one of those like weird second party.
Yeah, it's a second party thing. And I believe FromSoft has said to their shareholders, they've doubled down. They said that this will always be a console exclusive to Switch. So I think Nintendo's paying for its development to some degree. This sounds like one of those. But yeah, there's some stuff happening. Who knows what it means, if it means anything, but there are some breadcrumbs to find out there for Dustblood. So if you're looking for something like that,
I just feel like that release window, there is a lot going on the end of March, early April. Like, I almost wish it would like come out a little bit later just to give it a chance, because if you're fighting between several releases and a brand new IP, like, that's a hard window.
I'm with you. It blows my mind that this would come out before Elden Ring.
Well, kind of, yeah.
I would have figured that the Elden Ring port would have come out way ahead of Dustbloods. Like, in my head, I was thinking Elden Ring was going to come out like late spring, early summer, and then like Dustbloods like this fall.
Yeah.
So to see Dustbloods like moved up,
I definitely wouldn't have thought it would be this early.
Yeah.
Potentially over a port of a many years old game.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says. But
they might have a lot of confidence in it. It's from software.
It is, and having an exclusive like this will be a system seller.
I was going to say that exact same thing.
Yeah, this is going to move consoles. Not a ton. It's not Animal Crossing, but there are FromSoft fans that will go wherever FromSoft goes.
Correct.
And they're going to buy Switches for this.
They're going to buy Switches for this game.
Yep. They're probably going to sell 1 million Switches just for this one game.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
So we will see.
I can see Elden Ring coming out later. If Dustbloods does good, I can see Elden Ring coming out later on this year.
Elden Ring was having, I don't know if you guys remember the hands-on impressions in the Switch 2 preview events. Elden Ring was not great. Like, everyone was complaining that Elden Ring. And if you remember some of the video footage, it was rough.
I think they're going to make sure it's working perfectly.
And FromSoft isn't known for highly polished game experiences anyway. Their games are jank to begin with. Yeah. And even for Elden Ring, people are like, "Oh,
yeah."
So
that's what it's right.
Maybe Dustbloods isn't as heavy. Like, maybe it's a lighter affair, so maybe it runs better. I don't know.
Maybe they've just been working on Dustbloods a little longer and has just like it's ready. It's more close to being ready than Elden Ring is.
Does Elden Ring? I don't think you guys know the answer to this. Maybe someone in chat does. But does Elden Ring support DLSS like on PC? Because that might be the issue.
I think it does.
Like to get the Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Cyberpunk out of the Switch 2, you need to be using DLSS and you need to be using it well. Like DLSS is doing a lot of heavy lifting for those games on Switch 2. So
It does not.
So I think that's why Elden Ring is not running well on Switch 2, is because they've got to figure out how to use DLSS maybe for the first time. I don't know. And maybe Dustbloods, again, because it's system exclusive, maybe they built Dustbugs around the Switch, so it's just more, it's more optimized for the platform.
Which I thought was, that's why it's exclusive. They built it around Switch 2 in general, so it's going to run a lot better.
That was my impression as to why. And it's the same thing I would say about PGA, right? PGA Tour K, it's playable, but I think that's the Switch 2 trying to run that game natively, and I think DLSS would do a great deal for that game, but I don't get the impression that they're using it. I don't know why developers do that. I think it's probably engine based, but I don't know. I don't know enough to know, so we should stop talking about it. That's all we have in the news this week. So Rebecca,
dude, March is packed.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
I kind of feel bad for Mario Tennis because the more I play it, the more I'm like, this game is great, but I also know I'm about 5 days away from dropping that game and not playing it for another 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go right into Resident Evil and right into Pocopia.
Yep.
Who knows when I come out?
Pocopia, I am going to spend so much time on that. That's like this week, and then this week's the Presents, and then next week is Pocopia already.
I can't wait. I hope we get something else out of the Pokemon Day too. I think that's maybe why they released
can we
this
talk?
ahead of
Do
time.
we have questions about that?
I didn't see any.
Maybe we should talk about it before we do questions.
Sure, again, Pokemon Days, this week, 27th.
Yeah.
We're expecting to see the next Gen 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes or no. Do we see Gen 10?
100%.
Yes.
Yes or no? Does Gen 10 come out this year?
100%.
Yes.
I think those are both
Yes or no?
absolute.
Do we see the starters for Gen 10?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not 100%
November?
on that, but close.
November?
Yeah. Yep.
November, yeah.
They're going to put it right there in that window against Call of Duty like they always do.
Okay. Do we get any more NSO Pokemon announcements, whether it's a mainline game or a spin-off like Pinball or other little games like Coliseum?
I don't think so, but I think we're getting spin-off announcements, and I'm actually
Yes.
I think I'm more excited about that than Gen 10 at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll get spin-off announcements. We'll get TV show
Full
announcements.
look at Champions.
Champions, I'm 100% expecting Champions and a release date. And then I want to insert surprise spin-off game. I want it to be Pokemon Quest 2, but it could be Pokemon Troze, Pokemon Shuffle, Pokemon Cafe Mix.
No.
I'm expecting one more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to be Quest 2.
Concierge release date.
Perhaps. Yeah, I could totally see it. They usually do some merch, anime mention. I might be hoping for too much. They did just give us remakes, or not remakes. They just gave us virtual console games, and they have the new game. So wanting another game might be.
I'm sure a portion of the presents will be about FireRed LeafGreen.
My expectation, my head is somewhat in the clouds because they released this early. I see a lot of people. They're like, "Why did they do that? They could have saved this for the show." And I'm like, that makes me think maybe there's more about this show than we think.
I know. I'm trying not to feel that way. Yeah.
You're right. I might be setting myself up for disappointment, but that is where I am. I'm like, they're clearing this out of the way.
Same.
Yeah. Maybe that's just to spend 40 minutes talking about Gen 10.
Yeah.
Which is possible. They could, or 20 minutes talking about Concierge. That's also very possible. They could show us a whole episode.
TCG and all the other aspects of Pokemon Go.
But I do.
They're gonna have a whole big thing where you can take the picture of your favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
My favorite thing about Pokemon Day every year is that we usually get one spin-off game.
Yeah.
And that's usually the thing that I look forward to most. Some cheap eShop game.
Teeth brushing app.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Some pedometer walking apps, some weird Pokemon thing. And I'm here for that. I'm here for that energy. every year.
Wait, so we had track your sleep habits with Pokemon, brush your teeth effectively with Pokemon. So then the next thing will be like
Poke
count your
Ring Fit.
calories with Pokemon.
Poke Ring Fit.
Nutrition and calorie counter.
The Pokemon light gun game.
Okay. Question time?
Yeah.
Directly from you. Fama Jeff wants to know FireRed or LeafGreen or both.
Both.
Gotta catch them all, baby. Gotta catch
100%.
them all languages.
But if you get them, so wait a second. If I buy them both, and then is it just for Switch 2 or is it for Switch 1 and Switch 2?
Switch 1. That's why. That's the money part of this.
So
They're
then
about to make a lot of money.
I can send FireRed to my Switch 1 and trade between myself.
I put
but then transfer it back and keep playing on my Switch 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I would think. I don't know if it.
Okay.
I don't know if it supports cloud saves. Pokemon games usually don't, but
it doesn't.
Switch 1. Oh, you can't see it, but it's LeafGreen right there. It is. See it?
Yeah, there it is.
So,
gotta catch them all, Rebecca.
Wait, so if it doesn't support cloud save, but
if
I change,
let me.
I don't think it does because they don't want you save scumming.
The software does not support backup save via the cloud. Most Pokemon games don't.
So my master plan won't work then.
No, well, but you can trade local wireless, so you could trade with yourself. You have 2 systems.
Yeah.
But then I would have to play the game on my Switch 1.
Yeah. Yep. Or get Josh to play the game.
Yeah.
Make him your Pokemule. What is happening over there?
Yeah.
Why are you so like he should be in service of you? What are you talking about?
Rebecca, you know how to use your pretty girl privilege?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Okay. He really likes Starmie.
Who gives a fuck what he likes?
Tell him when you get a Starmie, you will send it his way.
Yeah.
Make Kyle do it. That's what I do. Like, I may not play that while I'm playing Resident Evil. I'm going to be like, Kyle, go get me a Cubone so I can start the game with Cubone.
Because you know he'll be way ahead of you by then.
But we're going to figure it out.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to be able to.
We'll figure something out. I may have to sign in as Kyle.
We'll figure this out. It's a workaround.
Okay.
I have 2 other kids here I can figure shit out with. Like, yeah, figure this out.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll buy you the game. You go do this.
I think there's a greater than 50% chance I play way more FireRed than I do Gen 10.
That is a very
totally
likely thing.
Like for
very
me,
likely.
Yeah.
I am getting myself a little psyched up about Gen 10, to be completely honest with you. This is my typical cycle where at this point I'm feeling like, oh my god, this is going to be the greatest Pokemon game ever, and then they're going to show it to us and I'm going to be like, wow, this looks so good, like, oh my god, it's going to be amazing. And then like closer up to release, I'm like a little hesitant, and then I play it and I like it at first, and then after I play like a couple hours of it, I'm like, this actually sucks and I'm never getting a Pokemon game ever again. I've been burned so many times and I keep coming back, but this is the last straw. Fuck Pokemon. I hate it. Never touching this franchise again. I'm only going back and playing the old ones. And then it all repeats itself.
Correct. That's an abusive relationship, Rebecca.
It is. It totally is.
That's how it works.
The new one it's turn-based, right? It's not going to be like ZA.
We don't know.
Because I feel like that's the Legends thing now.
Yeah, we don't know.
I liked ZA a lot.
ZA's great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I would be up for that again.
I'm open to whatever Gen 10 is. I actually haven't seen any of the leaks because I don't care enough to get into the like Pokemon leak is, every Pokemon leaks. So it's like at this point I'm like, yeah, I'll see it whenever it shows up. So I'm not really excited for Gen 10. Like I'm sure we'll buy it because we buy them all, but it will depend a lot on Jack. If Gen 10 gets Jack's interest, then we'll absolutely buy it.
Wait,
if not, I can just play FireRed and be very happy.
Can I read a potential leak about your question about whether according to a leak for it, which most of them seem like they're real, you can choose to either play turn-based or action.
That would go a long way for me.
That's cool.
Like for me,
I like
that's when
being
go
able
along.
to choose. Like that is cool.
Can we flip it on the fly? Because some days I might prefer to play one or the other.
It's a good question. Good
That would be
question. I
fun.
don't know.
But if Jack is in, we'll be day one. If Jack is not in, they'll have to do something to get me interested, or we probably won't be day one because I could probably just.
Can I send you, but don't show on screen? Can I send you a screenshot?
Yes.
Sure.
Then immediately show it on screen, Donnie.
No, don't show it. Don't show it. Don't show it.
Immediately show it on screen.
Spoilers.
And I think this was early on in the development.
Oh wow, that's really pretty. If it looks like that, I'm in. Yeah, 100%.
Let me take a look at this.
Because that's an experience I don't think I've ever had.
Here's
Ooh.
another one.
Yeah, no, if it looks like that, I'm in.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm definitely.
No wonder you're so excited.
I know.
Yeah, if I had seen this
I
stuff, I'd
know.
probably be really excited like you too. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, that,
I'm like, like I liked keeping my Pokemon expectations low.
yeah, that looks. That looks like.
I run away with it.
Yeah, I don't. I put my head in the sand. I just like staying really low. I'm like, Pokemon Quest 2, baby.
Yeah, I'm really bad about it. Pokemon is like the one thing that I dive into the leaks for. Like, I will not do it for Zelda. I don't want to be spoiled for Zelda.
Martin says Rebecca and Donnie spent all year hyping themselves up for the new Pokemon, then hated. I mean, Za wasn't that.
Oh, I do that. No, that doesn't count. No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Okay, all right. Now Scarlet and Violet, 100%.
It's only for it's only for the main series. Like
Scarlet and Violet, 100%.
I know that I get into that cycle.
But as we've said, I'm an old head. I'm a Gen 1er. So like I'm kind of good with like Fire Red. And if they wanted to bring gold and like I'm kind of good here, I don't need to keep moving on. But we'll see. My issue is I just don't like a lot of the new Pokemon.
I love the new Pokemon. That's the one thing I do like.
You think these are good? This next batch? Or are you just saying that in general you like all the new Pokemon?
In general, like for Gen 9, I like the Gen 9 Pokemon a lot.
Literally, I think Gen 7 beyond, I think I like maybe a dozen Pokemon.
Really? No,
Yeah, it's
not
just
me.
I hate most of them.
I'm fine. Just send me
So that
raw.
really ruins it for me. It's like I just kind of don't like anybody here.
As long as I can get my classic guys, I'm good.
And that's the other part of it. Cubone hasn't been in any of the mainline games in a minute.
And that's a problem.
Like Cubone has like skipped the switch. It's like, let's go. And then like that was it. So yeah, my last mainline game I really loved was Sun and Moon. It's been a while. We'll see.
They're making it so that, and again, this is just leak information.
She said like one leak. She continues to read leaks and send more.
The aim is to have all large Pokemon be mountable or rideable, and then all the smaller ones can be pettable.
Yeah, that's nice. I thought that was kind of already the case. Is that not?
No. You'll be able to beat the game without finishing all the gyms or catching the main legendary.
The legendary is good. I don't know about the gym part though.
It has a $20 million budget.
Compared to like what, like a coffee? The other ones were made with like
Yes.
Pack of Newports.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see them finally investing into the
The
series
budget for Za was $13 million.
Oh, so that's very nice.
It looks good for what you're showing us.
It's crazy that like you've got the COO of like Sony that's like, we've got to cap these costs. Spider-Man costs $500 million to make, like Last of Us was like a 10-year project. Xbox is like, oh God, we can't afford Halo Infinite. Nintendo's like, we'll do 13 million this time.
We're gonna get a little crazy with it. 13 million. Ooh.
They're the envy of the industry. They just make cheap shit and sell it at full price, and everybody buys it. I do too.
I love them because they don't take much risk and it works out for them.
Well, I'm actually somewhat surprised that the others haven't tried to adopt more of Nintendo's character-based value kind of presentation. Like Nintendo's like, no, you're here for our characters. Listen, nobody can just make a Mario or a Pokemon, but the others don't even seem to want to try.
You know why, Donnie?
You know, Sony has Astrobot, but like that's kind of it. You know, nobody's really trying.
You know why, Donnie?
Hmm.
Because when they do, we shit on them.
That's true. Yeah, you PlayStation folks are like, what is this shit?
Here's this inexpensive God of War game. What the fuck?
God of War game looks like a Flash game Rebecca would be interested in.
They're like, what is this? We don't want this shit.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. But yeah, Nintendo's like, yeah, we don't have to spend $300 million to make people interested. I'm excited, Rebecca.
Okay.
You made me more excited for Pokemon Day.
I could send you the whole page with the links,
I'm
and it would
good.
make you very excited.
No, don't do that.
But
Yeah,
I think
don't
you
do
should.
that.
I think you should just wait. I only read the inconsequential
Quit while
things.
you're ahead, Rebecca.
I know, because okay. All right. Kyle the Pug.
Fuck you, Kyle the Pug.
He wants to know, now that we have FireRed LeafGreen coming out next Friday, do you think we will see the in-game events for Deoxys, Ho-Oh, and Lugia being distributed? Plus, will there ever be a re-release of either Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald in the eShop in the near future? And finally, will Donnie be able to complete his moment doing a Cubone only solo run? Wow, we talked about all these things already.
Yeah, I don't know
That's a lot.
half of what he's talking about, but
I don't either.
The in-game events that I was talking about.
Oh,
I
you
have shared
talking-
videos with my Poke friends of people doing Cubone only runs where they beat
That's
the
funny.
whole game doing nothing but Cubone. And if you didn't know, Delvin, Cubone's not a very good Pokemon in the game. So it's really challenging. He's like slow and doesn't have very good strong attacks. And so I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. But I definitely am looking forward to getting to the tower and finding Cubone to start the game proper. Can't wait.
I really do hope we see the in-game events. I have doubts that we will, but if they did the Celebi and Crystal, that does give me hope. I really hope that would really put the cherry on top of the whole thing, because that's the only way to get those Pokemon in those games.
That also would be a really cool NSO thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That would be neat.
I would also love to see Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, but I don't think it will be in the near future. I think it'll be another like 6 years.
Yeah, I there seems to be an interest. Always, this is how gamers work, where we get this, so now we want that
Yes.
and everything else. And I don't know how much of that we're going to get. This does feel like an anniversary thing, like a special let's throw them a bone thing. But again, Nintendo's looking for margin. They're looking for cheap, profitable ventures. And if this does well, maybe they're enticed to do more of it. Like, I definitely would like to see it. I would like to see more of this. And for the people that are like, you know, virtual console NSO, like, I don't see why Nintendo just can't do both.
They should do both.
Just do both. You know,
Yeah.
like put ROMs in NSO and then let them come to the eShop later.
Yeah.
And then you can double dip. You get people that do both. They subscribe and buy the game.
PlayStation does it all the time.
Yeah, like
Hey,
that's why I'm not too concerned about it.
yeah, PlayStation does. That's the thing PlayStation does. Here, you can buy this game for $40, and 3 months later, it's in PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus.
And people just like, who gives a shit? All right, oh well.
Yep.
I'm cool with it.
You know what they should do? They should do like an NSO collector's pack that's like on a physical,
Ooh, I would like that.
where they sell like batches of them, like 5 or 10 games. You know,
I would love that.
I would like
that
it.
would be good.
Even they would like do like just certain collections, like here,
The
here's
NSO Game Boy collection, the NSO 64 collection, like on a cartridge with a box and stuff. Like, you can see the cover. Dude, that's a good idea.
NSO
You just make
collection.
everybody rebuy NSO.
Yeah.
And it would work.
It 100% would. I
It
do
would work
Bye.
so well. Oh. Y'all are lucky I don't run Nintendo. I'd have y'all poor as hell.
And people,
Yeah, you would. You totally
I'd
would.
extract so much damn money out of y'all.
people would complain about it, but they would love every bit of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gerudo Valley Cat asks us, if you played Miitopia, what characters have you had or would you have in your party?
I never played Utopia.
I
Me
did.
neither.
And my biggest issue with it back in the day, because I got a chance to review it, my biggest issue with it was that you could make your party, but then the game would take people out of your party, like, and you would have to play without them. And that was
So
And it's not that it was bad. It's just that was the most fun part of the game, was having your
Mhm.
friends do dumb, funny shit. So the only thing that I remember is I remember the Dark Lord, because that was a weird looking character. But the thing that I remember most is I had Kevin, Caro, and Jason on my team. You know, the game would mix them in and out. Jason was a mage, and we turned this into a bit for a while, because whatever character party member I named him, he would do this hair flip thing, just this very diva like hair flip mage thing, and I played that game for like 20 hours, and let me tell you, it never got old. It was like watching the Pokemon animation over, and I laughed
That's
every
funny.
time. It was so funny. So yeah, that's my only real Metopia experience. It was a fun game, you know, a little redundant, but
I probably would have made Taylor Swift.
that's the game to do that stuff with.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do in
Tomodachi
Life.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yes. Yarden asks, best place to hide a body, asking for a friend.
Look, you need to
I have
ask
an answer.
Josh.
What?
Yeah.
That's when you ask that question too. You know.
If you know, you know.
Should have bought that vacuum cleaner, old man. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Like some Godfather shit. Puts the dog in the bed.
Yeah. Love it.
Mathman asks, as a follow-up to my question from last week's PSVG podcast, if you could buy any NPC, who would it be and why? Mathman, you can't buy people anymore.
This sounds like, look, I'm gonna come with this question. This sounds like slavery.
It is.
Don't you? No,
Rebecca, last week on PSVG, he asked us if we could be.
You can't do that.
He asked us if we could be any NPC, who it would be, but I read it as buy. Like I was reading, I read it as buy. I was like, yo, this is dark.
Look here, Mathman. As a black man, I don't want to buy anybody.
No, come on, you would. You would.
Oh no.
Yeah, you would.
Oh god.
I don't think.
There's several ladies of the video game I could see you purchasing.
If it's consensual, yes.
Yeah, of course. You didn't say indefinitely. Maybe you're purchasing for the night.
Yeah.
Just business amongst adults, Delvin.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the other week I got like ambushed into teaching first graders about slavery for the first time?
Ooh.
No, but I would die to see this though.
Yeah,
because I had to cover a first grade class while the teacher was in an IEP meeting, and he's like, "Here, you can just read them this book about Abraham Lincoln, and do this activity because it's President's Day coming up or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, like Abraham Lincoln, like that's a good book." And then it did not hold back on like slavery and stuff like that. And they're like, "What's slavery?"
Oh,
yes,
no.
and I'm like. And how do you? I was like, did your teacher teach? Did you have a lesson about this already? They're like, no.
Did any of the students say, "My daddy told me slavery doesn't exist"?
No, they did not. But I am glad to report,
kids, though, right?
They're 6.
That's really complex stuff for a child.
Glad to report that they were horrified.
I bet they were. They were like, "Is someone gonna buy me?" Like,
it was
all how the world works.
Well, no, because I had to explain it was about the color of their skin. And
how many black kids was in this class?
There were no black kids in that class, but there were like other races. It wasn't all white kids.
Because that would be uncomfortable.
I know that would have been.
These guys were buying these.
Yeah, that would have been. That class didn't have any.
Oh my god.
But there were like a lot of like Hispanic kids and like stuff like that. But then at the end of that, because it was like a biography of Abraham Lincoln's life, and he obviously they don't hold back about him getting shot in the back of the head while he's at the theater, and they were horrified. They were like, "What? What do you mean Abraham Lincoln got shot?"
6-year-old kid, and they're like, "They shot the president." point blank in the back of the head, just right in front of his family and everything. Just
Did he make it? No, he did not.
Well, then I had to explain a theater. They thought it was like a movie theater. I'm like, it's kind of like a movie theater,
It
but
was
like
dramatic
I
like a
don't
theater.
know.
Was he watching Batman? No.
nope.
They're like, why would they want to kill him? I'm like, because they thought that it was okay to have slaves, and they were mad at Abraham Lincoln.
That's a lot for a first grader.
It was a lot, and he didn't warn me. He didn't warn me and say, by the way, this book is going to cover slavery. Just be ready.
First grade's like a year after. I mean, it is the year after kindergarten, so we're talking like 6, 7.
6, 7.
6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what we're talking about age-wise, right?
Yes.
We're talking about kids
That's a
that
lot.
like color, like Clifford pictures and shit. Like this is too much for them, man.
That's a bit much.
But it's really not,
This is
because
Miss
like
Rachel shit.
these kids, like some of these kids have phones and like they play Fortnite and like all these like inappropriate Roblox games. These kids know way too much.
So maybe we should.
It's really bad.
Let's indoctrinate them now. Like, hey, slavery is wrong. Love black.
Well, yeah, I didn't hold back.
that
I was
part.
like, yeah, like it was really bad. Like
And
they,
you're the reason this happened, Joe.
you know, at first, like, you know, when the book says like that they owned them and made them do work, like I was like, it was a little bit more than just that, because they're like, oh, like, you know, they didn't really understand what that meant. I was like, yeah, they like tortured them and killed them. They didn't really understand. I'm like, it's okay. Your teacher will probably have a real lesson with you about this.
Yes.
And then she walked out of their lives forever.
That's how you
Rebecca
do it.
walked in, set off her grenade, and walked out.
Goddamn right, Rebecca. I'm proud of you. Tell those little kids, your white people ancestors were terrible.
It was a
to
lot.
your friend Tyrone's ancestors.
Oh no, let me tell you, XPS 6, 7 is alive and well.
No.
And the
Oh, I
elementary
thought that was
schools.
old too. We're still on
No,
it.
it's alive
Yeah,
and
they're still
well.
doing it.
Yep.
There's a 6, 7 game in the PlayStation store.
Is there really?
Yeah, I'm not buying that shit. Absolutely
I'm about to.
I would
venture
say
into the
it's not
PlayStation
as
store.
it's not as much. Like they will not say it randomly anymore, but like if the number comes up, they'll still say it.
I just bought a PlayStation 5.
Oh, you bought it?
I did. I shopped really, really hard. I could
Because
not.
there's one game he wants to play.
No, I bought it, Rebecca, because the Steam machine has been delayed, and I don't know if
Yes.
it's going to come out. And I need
So
something to play Fable on.
That's
That's
correct.
the only reason I bought it.
And you know what? I
Okay, that's
respect
valid.
it. That's what you should do.
That is
But
valid.
If there's a game you want to play, you have to have it.
But
And Fable's one of them.
the Rampocalypse, especially with the price increases that both the consoles have, especially on the Xbox side, Rebecca,
Yes.
I wanted to buy an Xbox. And let me tell you, it's really hard to buy one unless you want to spend
Really?
$500. Like a used Xbox is like $500 unless you want a Series
Yeah.
S.
How?
Because a new one is $800.
Correct.
Oh my god.
So the
yeah.
The used ones are going up in price. And I wanted to get something because I don't think any of us really know how this is going to shake out. Like maybe it flattens and comes back to earth. Maybe it doesn't and it gets worse.
Yeah.
Before everything goes up again, I wanted to get something cheap, and I shopped so damn hard this weekend. I sent so many. I don't think I've ever sent so many offers. I must have sent 100 offers and could not find like something that like I felt like I was getting a good deal on.
That is crazy.
Yesterday, I got someone. I'm getting a PS5 shipped to me for $280.
That's a great
So
deal.
if and when the Steam machine comes out, should I choose to trade it into GameStop, I'll feel like that's a pretty good flip there.
I
But
feel like you probably can hold
I had
on
to work
it, and
hard,
you'll probably be able to sell that PlayStation 5 for a lot more.
I could, and that's not really the point. It's just that
Yeah.
I didn't want to pay $400 for some used.
Agreed.
You know, it's like I was like, this prices aren't, you know. But
in the long run, it's going to benefit you.
yeah, and I moved all my TVs around. I basically redid my entertainment center to make room for a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
I got a new TV, a smaller TV to make room so I could put this giant, tall monstrosity somewhere. But yeah, so I'll be able to play some games, I guess. We'll see
As
how
long
the
as
Steam
Fable
machine
comes out on time, you should be good.
We'll see how the Steam machine fares.
Is it day one on PS5? Yarden wants to know.
It
Yes.
is, yeah. Day one on PS.
I'm kind of vaguely interested in Fable.
Rebecca, my favorite Xbox game, like without a question. Fable. I love.
Like, should I play the original?
Do you have an Xbox?
That guy probably does.
If you have an Xbox, I would. I mean, you can play on Steam. I mean, it's hard
Do
for
you
me to
have
say,
an Xbox?
Rebecca.
There are several Xboxes in this house.
We have several Xboxes in this house.
Which kind of Xbox?
Which kind of Xbox?
A One X or a Series X?
A One X or a Series X?
What the fuck are you saying?
What did you say?
Models. I'm saying models of Xboxes.
Yeah.
like those
Like
are models
the
of
current one? The current one?
ones, new ones.
Oh yeah, I have the current one.
We have a Series S.
Okay, that's a perfect Fable machine. Series S is great.
There you go.
Okay.
So
Okay. I thought you
can't
meant like an original Xbox.
I can't really tell you.
We
I don't
don't
want
play
to
on
tell
360.
you. I don't want to tell you where to start.
There's more than one?
There's three
There's
of them.
several.
Actually, there's more than three actually.
Yeah.
If you were to count Legends and Lost Chapters, but there are three mainline Fable
Yeah,
games.
there's even a Connect Fable game.
Rebecca,
I'll
there's-
just get the new one.
well, hang on. I would try Fable Anniversary, and if you're into it, that's
Okay.
Fable 1. I would try it, and if you're into it, play that. If you try it and you're not that into it, then try Fable 3 and see if you're into that.
That's so much trying.
Rebecca, I want you to try Fable.
Just wait for the new one then.
first.
Wait for the new one.
I'm
You
so stressed.
asked. So I was trying to
Play-
answer.
Play the Connect game first. Play the
No,
worst
do
one.
not do that.
Connect.
You
Yeah.
asked me, should I play a Fable? And then you said you didn't want to play a Fable game.
I didn't think it was going to be that deep, okay? I didn't think there was that much to it.
On the real, you should try 3. I think
Do-
you'll like 3.
Let me give you the
Okay.
anecdote. This is how I found Fable. I had an original Xbox back in the GameCube days, and I was looking for an Xbox game, and I asked a GameStop employee, like, does Xbox have anything like a Fable game? Do you have like an adventure game? And they're like, have you ever played Fable? And I was like, no. And they sold me a copy of Fable. And since that day, Rebecca, I've played.
Wait,
every
hold on. You
Fable
need to
since
repeat
then.
that sentence because that didn't make any sense.
He meant
You
to say
asked them if
Zelda.
they had Zelda. You did mean to say
What did
Zelda.
I say?
You said
Fable.
you have a Fable-like game.
Oh, I'm so
and he
sorry.
said-
Yeah, I asked them, do you have a game like does anybody else have a game like Zelda? Are
Got
there any
it.
other games like Zelda? And the GameStop associate told me to try this game called Fable.
Fable. Yeah.
And I have played every Fable and owned every Fable since.
Okay.
It is hands down my favorite Xbox franchise.
Try.
I could care less about Halo. Halo could go off a cliff and die, but I will absolutely buy anything Fable that they ever release.
I like Fable a lot. I
So,
played the original Fable when it came out. I think it was on regular Xbox.
it is a Zelda-like game, Rebecca, but it's so much more than that.
Yeah, but you
Yes.
get to be like cute and like shop for clothes.
Or worse, you could be not cute. That's a big difference. Is that it has a morality system. You can be evil or good.
Yeah, you could be
Yeah,
a
I
dick.
just want to like kind of make a cute little character and do cute little girly things.
Fable 3 has a dog. You get a little
Yeah.
companion, a little doggo. But the real beauty of it is the charm and the humor. Fable's very cheeky, very tongue-in-cheek, very crass. This English
Yeah.
kind of humor. It's very funny. And if you're into, I actually think you would probably love Fable.
I
just
think I
don't-
would like it too.
I just
Yeah.
don't know how much you would appreciate going back to an older game because
That's
they're
why
old.
I said 3.
Yeah, I
Start
also
with 3.
3 is my favorite, but that is not a common take.
Yeah.
3 is most people's least favorite, but 3 is my
And
favorite.
XBS is right. It has Michael Fassbender, Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, 3
Yeah,
is,
you
I
gotta
love
know
it.
the people. You're gonna hear
Fable
voices.
3 is
I know these
incredible.
people.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's funny. It's great.
My favorites are
Okay.
actually in order descending. 3 is my favorite, Fable 2 is my second, and then Fable 1's my least favorite. But I love all 3.
Yeah.
I'll
Also,
look into it.
on the Series S and the Series X, they're enhanced.
Are they on Game Pass?
Of course.
Yes.
So if
You
I
don't
just get a
exactly.
month of Game Pass, I can try them all.
I would try them all for an hour just to get a taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to hear what you say because, like I've said, I adore this game. And the new one is being made by Playground, which is Xbox's best developer. So I am assuming and hoping it's going to be incredible.
XBS says the perfect synopsis of what Fable is. He says, in Fable 3, I helped a woman murder her rich husband, then marry her for the money, then set up her death in an accident.
There's a whole meta world, but like you can play
Yes.
Fable forever and not touch the game.
Yes.
Like you really can. You can make your
I
own
like that.
fun. You can own the
I like
town. You can be the landlord. You can evict everyone. Like, yeah, you can set people up against each other. It's great. It's great. I love it. My biggest plight that I ever had with Xbox is when they closed Lionhead.
Oh, yeah.
I bought that automatic cat feeder for Frisk and put treats in it so that he would and have it go off like it. No. I had it go off at like every other hour throughout the night so that he wouldn't bother me at night. And Boo, who normally doesn't like treats, rushes over there and eats all the treats before Frisk can get to it.
I respect it. Like, fuck that other cat.
And it's not for him. He's
Yeah,
gonna
it
gain
is.
weight.
It is now.
Like,
It is now.
Frisk is a skinny little bitch that like needs food, and
We have to feed Fred in a different room because of that. Fred gets.
I think I'm gonna return it and get the one with 2 bowls.
But he's like because then Boo will just eat them both.
Correct. That's what I was gonna say.
He's the alpha cat, so he'll just eat them both.
He's not though.
He is. If Frisk is deferring to him for food, then he is.
Yeah.
He is. Because I've got the same thing with my cats. Our cat Doom, it's very funny. You have Boo and I have Doom. Doom will eat all the treats. And here's the funny thing. I will be throwing treats to them and I'll throw them far apart so they both can't eat at the same time.
Yeah.
Doom will run to his and lick it and then run to the other cats and eat his and then come back and eat the one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
it just went off and Frisk like isn't even going towards it. It's so dumb. Like
he knows it's Boo's.
Yeah, literally yesterday Frisk would eat all the treats and Boo wouldn't touch them. So I don't know what's happening. I can't find a solution to my problem.
It's our black cat club, right? Boo's a black cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's our black cat club. And we're forgetting Annabelle. Annabelle, Doom, and Boo.
Love it. Crawler asks us, what is your FireRed and LeafGreen preference? Pay the $20 and be able to play the games anywhere handheld, like on the GBA, or have it on the NSO where you're paying for already, but now you're tethered to the Wi-Fi and can't play anywhere? The second one. I already pay for NSO.
You can play NSO games offline.
Yeah, you can.
You'd have to do your internet check, but not every time.
Yeah, it's like once a week or something.
Yeah. I don't care.
I'm gonna pay the $20 guy.
I'm indifferent. You can
like
put them in NSO, you can pay them. I don't care.
I'd rather have it on NSO.
I like the perceived fake notion that I own this game.
Guess what team I'm on?
Yeah.
Team Play FireRed. like I would like to play the game, and we'll do whatever to play it.
Also, if I was in a place where I wasn't able to connect to the Wi-Fi for a week and needed to play it for whatever reason, which I've never been in that situation and never know how I would be, I can connect to my phone hotspot to do it.
Yeah. And how many? What are you out in the woods?
Yeah,
like,
I'm not.
Where are you?
I've been to some terrible hotels that have awful Wi-Fi.
And if you're that worried about playing Pokemon Red untethered, like I don't get a Game Boy. Like there are others. Like your phone. Like there are solutions to this. Yeah, I don't know the NSO thing because like it doesn't matter. I don't want to get into it because people are just going to be mad, and that's it. So there's no point in trying to correct them.
Make the people mad, Donnie.
Let them be mad.
Yeah.
Let them be mad. No, I like NSO.
I think what I wanted to say without like making it seem harsh, because like I don't want to, if people feel undervalued, then that's your job as a consumer. Speak up. But I get the sense that there seems to be more and more conjecture online about people wanting gaming for free or very cheap. And I like buying video games. You know, I like showing that support. So yeah.
Well, you're in the financial situation where you can
100%. And that's why I'm not like going super hard on it. But at the same time, I feel like NSO is giving me proper value. Like these games not being on NSO does not make me feel less about Nintendo Switch Online. I just got a Virtual Boy and a whole suite of those games. There's literally like 100 games on NSO. I've just beat Minish Cap. Like NSO is worth itself many times over at this point.
I agree.
So
yeah,
I
you can play NSO games offline. It just has to do an internet check once a week.
And you may have to, I don't even want to get into that. It may be a virtual card setup online licensing that you may have to do. But yeah, you don't need to be online the whole time to play NSO. You can play it offline. But yeah, that's ultimately what I was going to say. Is I think NSO offers a great value for what you're charged. So I don't feel like it's less valuable or this should have been included. No, my subscription is validated. I'm very happy to buy these games separately.
I mean, I'm doing it, but I wouldn't do it for every game.
I wouldn't do it for every game either.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it for most Pokemon games, but I will for these. I would for Gold. 100% would buy that. I probably wouldn't after that, actually. Like
at this point, I don't think I would do it for the original Red and Blue. I don't think I would.
I probably wouldn't either. If it was $10, I would get one of them. I wouldn't buy them all.
Right.
That's kind of why I was thinking that if they were to do NSO, as I've always said, I think they should add a Pokemon expansion. Like instead of being a console thing, it's literally just a Pokemon app that you can add.
And have them all like in an app that they're in like one place. Totally.
Yep.
Yeah. Lewis says you suddenly vanish for 24 hours and a Nintendo character has to convincingly be you until you return. Who do you pick?
The Ditto from Bacopia.
Ah! That's a good one. That's a really good one, Donnie.
Hands down.
That's probably the best answer. I'm gonna say Zelda because she has shown on several occasions that she can she can like kind of change her appearance to not be herself and like kind of look like somebody else. Like she did it with Sheik. She did it kind of in Twilight Princess where she like was pretending not to be herself. She like kind of had herself sealed away. So she, I feel like, has the ability to do that.
Pirate.
And looks, I guess, kind of vaguely enough like me that she could pull it off.
Mm-hmm. Very Zelda-like.
I'm very terrified to answer this question.
Uh-oh.
Because it can turn out bad. It can turn out very racist depending on what.
I think it's a little harder for you, Delvin.
Yeah. So to be safe, I'm just going to say Luigi. Because I can pick. Because there's another guy. If I pick.
Let's say Barrett? Fucking chainsaw arm and shit?
That's a better answer. I'll just pick Barrett. There's another character who's very bombastic.
Not really a Nintendo character, though.
Yeah, that's
Rebecca,
true.
There's a wrong path we can go down here.
It is now.
If you do Ditto like Donnie, like that's it would transform to look like you. What?
You might have made it worse, Rebecca.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
We were talking about doing Ditto.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant picking him.
Yeah. I'll pick that.
You picked him.
Because there's another character in these Nintendo universe. If I pick, no, I cannot pick him.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing the show down, Delvin.
I didn't bring it down at all.
Our last question comes from Brendan, who wants to know what are your top 3 Nintendo games to revisit and why?
This is a good question.
That's a great question. Yeah. Of all time?
It says
of all time.
3. Mario 3.
Very good.
I always play Mario 3. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I play a lot.
Cool.
I love Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Or variations of it. The third one. This is where it gets tricky because there's a lot of Nintendo games I like to play a lot. I'm going to say Star Fox 64.
It's a good one. That's a good one. Breath of the Wild's an easy one. I know there's no Nintendo game I've ever revisited or replayed more than that one. Before that, it was probably Ocarina, but I don't want to do 2 Zelda answers, so I'll say Mario 3D World. I still play that now.
Okay,
Sometimes I get in a Zelda or a Mario mood, and like that's the one I go to instead of like I feel like Odyssey. I'm like because it's level based. I can just play a couple levels of 3D World, right?
Okay.
Versus like trying to explore a whole thing about Odyssey. I don't know what my third choice would be just yet. So if you've got any, Rebecca, go ahead and go.
A Link to the Past. That's the Zelda game I go back to the most and replay the most. I would say probably any old Pokemon game, but I'll say like
Thinking
Gold
of
and
that too.
Silver,
That's what I
because
was
I have played like the first half of Gold and Silver so many times just because I want to go back to it.
Same.
And then like, I mean, how many times have I got back into Animal Crossing New Horizons? Like, I know that's a relatively newer one, but like,
It's okay.
I keep
It's your
revisiting it.
I'm going to say Donkey Kong.
It's a good one.
That's another one of those evergreen games that when the mood strikes, I'm just happy to jump in and play for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was it.
Another one in the books.
Made it.
We did it.
2 hours.
Are we waiting until Sunday to talk about the Pokemon Presents? I guess we're not gonna record early.
That is wholly up to you guys.
Oh,
You guys' schedules are way more. Like I feel like I'm way more open than most. So
that's correct.
if you
Maybe
guys
we
wanna
do like
work-
a vibe check. If it's like so cool and like we have
That's
to talk
awesome.
about it.
I think I might be able to record this Friday.
yeah, it's up to you guys.
But if it's like mid, then we can just wait.
Yeah.
I will say this: if it's half good, I like recording at night. It's the different vibe, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
On
I think
Friday,
that's
yeah.
fun.
I don't mind it.
I think
Okay.
that's fun.
So we can anticipate that possibility.
Yeah.
And then
Keep your
yeah,
eyes-
yesterday was the 40th anniversary of Zelda.
Mm-hmm. Very eager to see if Nintendo's going to do anything about that.
I think they will later in the year.
I do too. Yeah, I don't think they're going to let that slip. And Switch 2 needs a Zelda something. They're going to do something Zelda.
Mhm.
Probably.
Mhm.
Maybe not.
Yeah, we don't have anything on Switch 2 for Zelda yet.
Yep.
Besides Breath of the Wild Switch 2 version. But
Hyrule
that is-
Warriors.
that's Switch 1 and 2.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm.
The newest one came out to Switch 1 as well?
Mm-hmm.
Did
I can't imagine that thing running well on Switch 1.
Really?
that
Maybe it's
thing
not. Maybe
is-
I'm wrong.
That thing is pretty. Yeah, like the animation work in that is pretty stellar.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I wonder how well it would run on Switch 1.
Okay, maybe not. I'm wrong.
I didn't think so. Because I was like, based on Calamity, I don't think that's going to run very well. Because it's
All
quite
right.
a bit of a leap from that one.
Sometimes I just don't even bother to
It's a
know or
Switch.
care because like I just have a Switch 2.
We talked about it
Yeah.
when before it came out, and like what are we going to call it and everything. And I was like, I'm just going to call it the Switch because it just has replaced the Switch. It just is the Switch. It's the new Switch.
Yeah.
You know. So like, yeah, I'm kind of the same way, and I think most will be too. As like when they get one, the people that aren't probably don't have one yet, and when they do, yeah, it'll just be the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put it down in the news, and I'm not throwing this out there, but Bloomberg had a whole report this week about PlayStation potentially putting off their plans for the RAM and everything. And in that article, they also talked about Nintendo deliberating on potential raising the price. So that continues to exist out there somewhere. Just a looming potential price hike. My hot take this year was that they weren't going to do it this year. I still believe that. I don't think they can. Not until they have a bigger install base.
Yeah. I think the same.
I don't know what that number is for them. I would like to say 50 million, but I don't think it's that many. But I don't know what it is. 25, 30, 45. I don't know what the number is, but I got to think they got to get to a number before they can talk about raising the price. So, right now they're at what, like 18? I think they're some ways off before they can start. But maybe their hand's being forced. The problem is every time they raise the price, you're going to sell less units.
Yeah.
So like Nintendo's kind of stuck here. Now, PlayStation's good. They've already sold all the units. Nintendo's like, we would like to raise the price, but we need to drive installs. So yeah, it's out there. Good to go.
All right. We'll see you maybe Friday, maybe Sunday.
Good night, Cooplings.
Have a good one, Koopalings. Yep.
Peace.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?